Hi guys, it's Kieran, and today I'm going to bring you a trade breakdown of Euro Yen from the 8th of June 2021. So starting on the daily time frame, we didn't have much of a daily bias other than we had this sort of pin bar away from this H4 order block, taking the stops below this daily bullish engulfing over here, which gave us an indication that we was going to have a move to the upside. Our initial targets were these lows up here. From this week of trading, but because we're intraday traders, we didn't want to hold the position overnight, so we actually targeted lower when entering our position. Drop down onto the H4, you can see we've had a H4 raid. Unfortunately, we didn't get a H4 break and market structure, but we trade off lower time frame breaks and market structures anyway, so that's not a problem for us. But what we liked is that we have this sort of V swing here, so we swing into this point, we leave a swing low, and then we have a massive reaction with price moving to the upside and sort of breaking market structure over here. So this is a point of interest for us to look for positions at. We opened, we come and take stops below here. Like I said, we traveled almost right into this H4 order block down here. Unfortunately, we didn't, we missed by 2 pips, which is enough for me to say that the position is still sort of valid. We've respected this area. It looks like the breaker candle over here. That's sort of a more prominent zone for this trade. But what we did do is on the hourly, we left this zone of business over here, which is this purple zone, which is a zone that I really like. So we've got the breaker candle here, which pushes the market to raid these lows over here. So our zone of business starts there with the order block down here. Now this is the area we was looking to do business. And then fast forward on in the middle of the Asian session on the 8th, so 1 in the morning, we come down, formed a low within this zone of business, and then we come and touch stops later in the day at 1 p.m. Now dropping onto the 15-minute time frame is the time frame that we usually trade off, as it's an institutional time frame. It's the time frame that most prop traders use and central banks. So we're looking down here. You can see obviously the clean raid, which was the Asian low as well. So let me just put session breaks on. So you can see anything after this dash line here is the trading session for the day that we was active. So we form this low, which is the lowest point of the day so far. Then we come down and take it just before or just on New York Open, and then we push higher now. What we didn't like with this position or this setup is that the market structure was so high before that we would need to break. So we actually scaled into the 5-minute and we looked for a 5-minute break of structure here, which we got with this candle. And then we entered our position, and we're going to overplay the live trade recap now, where you can just watch the position sort of do its thing, and we'll check back in with you when it's done. Now you can see just a screenshot of the completed trade after it taken us out of target. As I initially said, we did like the look of those daily lows, but like I also said, we are intraday traders, so we're going to have more realistic targets for the size of our stop, and not try and run everything and have the market turn on us. So we spotted this high area of high liquidity above all these highs, where there's going to be a lot of sell limit orders and where traders are going to be taking profits. As you can see, we actually formed a 5-minute pin showing us that there is some selling pressure after we got taken out. So for us, that was a good target, giving us a 1.7R on that trade. That was only in the trade for roughly 45 minutes, so that was good going. Yeah, it was initially a little bit choppy when we first got into position, went into a couple of pips of drawdown, and there was just no real clear direction due to the low liquidity. Obviously, we've got CPI data coming up on this Thursday, so trading was sort of cautious ahead of that this week, but we managed to bag this move anyway, nevertheless, and hopefully going forward we can do more of these breakdowns and you can pick some stuff up